Hello, this is a tutorial on how to edit uh, Deadlock audio files so you can mod them. First off, I'm assuming that you've already edited the game info folder and you have added this text and added if necessary add-ons folder. Additionally, what you need for this video is CSDK, Notepad Plus situationally, maybe you won't need it, and source to viewer. Uh, First, you know, I I don't think it's necessary to show how you have to download them, but uh, in the Deadlock folder, you have to ask add reduce CSDK here. Otherwise, it will not connect with this Deadlock file. Now let's open the folder and open CSDK. I will start by showing a basic Billy audio template, and then I'll show some extras. Uh, of course, you won't have anything of these. You have only the basic ones, and you need to copy the Billy Audio template because it's not editable by itself. And let's just call it Billy whatever. I'm not gonna actually use it because I already have audio for Billy. Now we have this, and we can we have to explore the game folder. And here you will see VSNDC file. Yeah, shit. What did I do? Fuck, my bad. I opened the wrong thing. It should be the content folder. And in here, you will see an MP3 version of the file. Now, it will not sound like this. It sounds like this because I've already modded the game. Uh, but otherwise, in your case, it will sound like the normal Billy Blasted audio file. Uh, Now, for next step, you need to put your MP3 or WAV file depending on the situation. If you want it to loop, it's better to use WAV by what I've heard, but uh, I'm I'm not gonna show how to loop it because I don't actually really know how to do it. So yeah, add the specific file you want to and add in Audacity to fix how loud it is or how quiet it is depending on your preference. So for this case, I've just found some random ass video song that I was just listening to, and this is what we're going to use for the Billy Blasted audio. So if you want to just replace the Billy Blasted audio loop and it's only being one song, what you need to do is just replace the Pin Goat Blasted loop with this. Uh, Shit, my bad. I think I fucked it up. Yep, I fucked it up. Yeah, you just remove the original version and only leave this version, and you have your you need to specifically choose this one, launch tools, and it will launch its version of Deadlock, uh, j- Deadlock with the mod tools. Give it a second. Okay, so you get a couple of things opened. You haven't opened a Deadlock version and this thingy, but ignore them. What's important for you is this tab that opens with two things. One is the uh, code that says for this situation play this file, and also the specific file that we opened. And in this case, this is the file. It's kind of quieter here, and we'll probably not hear it. You can slightly hear it, but what you need to do is just basically click recompile, full, and that's that. That is if you want to just recompile only this song. If you want to um, add more than one song, what you need to do is outside of just going into these files, you need to go into the sound events where you have these commands. Now, for this one, for this situation, we need Notepad++. Search with Control F, Pungoat Blasted Loop. I think that's what was the audio file's name. Yeah, and you see that it only has one version here. If you want to have a couple of them, I think I've opened one version where this is like that. Yeah. If you want to add a couple, you just basically need to put them in brackets so it can choose between one of the two. And it will play the whole song. And as you notice, you have to put the whole file directory from sounds onwards because it would search from that folder to the other folder. And whatever the other song's name is, you have to put that. But the other one, if you're not adding a couple songs, you can just leave the original name. If you're adding two, you have to think of another name. Be creative. I just added the name of the song that I put. So if we're just adding one song, we're basically done. Except you have to open source to viewer, and also another thing. You have to make a new folder. Let's call it Billy Blastovic. I don't know. It doesn't really matter what you call it. It's just something that you should recognize. We open the game folder, and for this situation, because we haven't edited anything in the notepads, we don't have to add anything of these folders. They're not necessary. We only need to copy the sounds folder. And now we have the sounds folder. Then what we need to do is go into source to viewer, create a VPK folder, add existing folder, and in your desktop find the correct folder. Click these things. You don't need to worry about them. And let's see if I fucked up anything. Yeah. Okay, everything is good. Now what you need to do is just place it in the add-ons folder. Just give me a second. Shit. I think, yeah. Go into Citadel, add-ons. I have to remove this one because it's my actual Billy audio, and shit. Give me a sec. Now, the only thing you need to do is save VPK to disk. Go to this directory, whatever it's yours in your case. Go to Citadel add-ons and name it anything between this with 01 to 99. It cannot be 00 or 100. It needs to be 2 digits from 0 to 9. In this case, we'll name it pack01 directory because this is my actual Billy Blasted audio. You probably won't have anything there, but in my case we have. Actually, slight correction, it shouldn't be only the sounds folder, it should be both sounds and sound events to actually properly work. Otherwise, I guess this is something new. I don't remember it being like this, but you also need a sound events folder. So to recap, you just put this folder in a VPK disk, to the add-ons, choose a name, and then you can open up your game, and hopefully it's you can hear it.
Let's go!
Now, remember. Some common serenity for Billy. So yeah, let's close the game. Now this section of the video will be if you're not doing specifically the Billy Blasted audio. You still, duplicate the Billy audio template, that's fine, but you open the content folder and just to check, yeah, content folder, and this sound events and sounds, you have to replace the names with the specific terminology here. For example, if you wanted to change the sounds audio for Dynamo's black hole, you need to search Dynamo here and find the correct audio. In this case, this is the correct audio. And You just have to replace the name. So for example, instead of Buncoat, it's Dynamo. Instead of A3, it's instead of ability. Yeah, there is not A3. You just directly go. You have to put the correct search. And the same goes for the sound events. If you're going to change the sound events, you have to change the name here of the VSND, the FTS file. It needs to be the correct word. Now I want to add a couple of warnings. First off, it's very typical when you have updates, if your mouse aren't working. Sometimes when the game updates, these are deleted for some reason. I don't know why. Another thing, word of warning is sometimes maybe specific character sound events are not working. For example, Bebop's sound events weren't working because they recently, like in the one of the last patches, they changed the whole naming convention of Bebop's abilities. And now I want to give a couple of recommendations. So first off, for the Hyper Beam, in this case, I changed the Bebop's Hyper Beam to this jazz song because you know Bebop. I don't know. Usually Bebop's folder for the sound events. Let me show it to you real quick. Is Hyper Beam. Yeah. It has a couple of more audio files. It chooses between one of the two, and continuing on for the ability, it goes cycles from one to the other and then on. Now, when you have a situation like this thing out being way longer than any of these audio files are, what I recommend is to combine multiple audio files together, like one or two, into one, and so it's not just that audio file combined, but also the audio from the game, if you want to do it like that. Another important thing I want to mention is Dynamo Singularity. In the game files, the Dynamo Singularity out and why it's not some mods for it, his results started not working, is because it has a specific pitch modifier. For example, this is I think the default out, and you have to replace this specific commands about increasing pitch because otherwise Dynamo Zoot will just start start to sound a little bit higher pitched the longer it goes. I think Calico's abilities like the cats and the oat has exactly that issue. And so if you want to change specifically the sound events commands, I forgot to mention this. Outside of changing the name, you have to open it with Notepad Plus. Find it in these folders in pack 01, which you find in the Explorer. If you look for Game Citadel, not add-ons, but Game Citadel pack 01. I mean, if you don't find it here, you can just go to fucking hell. Yeah, you can just go here and just place pack 01 from. No, you cannot do that. Anyway, yeah, just go here, find the specific sound events that you want to copy, open them, copy the whole thing, put it in this file, save it, and whatever you want to change, specific sound events, you got it. You just if there are a couple of files that you want to put, you name it like this with Notepad+. Otherwise, you cannot open this with any other means. So, okay, hopefully this was helpful. I'll leave a link below to these things.